right, so we're here in the Bronx. We had a building explosion, a partial collapse. You can see the damage on this side of the building, and you can see all the displaced people trying to figure out what's going to happen next. A lot of these people actually live in the building. It looked like they were working on the boiler. October the 1st is the first day, guys, to cut the heat on, so that's what they were doing, I guess. All right, guys, be patient. I'm getting set up here in the Bronx at the explosion. So we're here in the Bronx at the explosion that everybody's talking about. So far there were no casualties. And according to the mayor that was just here, Mayor Adams, apparently there hasn't been anyone harmed. That's at least what they think so far. But we're gonna follow it today. I'll keep you guys posted on what's happening. You can see I'll interview some of the residents of the building. A lot of these people are trying to figure out if they can actually go back in. They can actually get back in the building today, so we'll see. You can hear the helicopters and so forth. There's a lot of people here that actually lived in the building. It happened around 8:10 this morning. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens as the day goes on. And again, we're here in the Bronx. If you look at the top of the building, you can see that's a part of the collapse. So imagine all the impact. It took that side of the building out. And apparently it started at the boiler room, perhaps at the highest level. And as you can see, there were people actually living next to the boiler room. So imagine that. But all those people on this side of the building were affected. And I'm going to be covering this all day today to let you guys know what happened. First, here at Watching the World, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. I'm going to start interviewing people. I think I'm going to probably give aid to some of these people financially, if I can confirm. You know, some of the people, you can tell they live in the building. So, but they're telling them to go to Red Cross. So I think this is a good time to be able to give. So I'm looking forward to helping some of these people out personally. But we just had Mayor Adams here. I'll see if I can get him on, get a few words out of him. I've dealt with him in the past, so I should be able to get that. But let me show you what's going on. You have the ambulance over here, guys. I have a lot of media here. But they've cleared the building. I think there's 11 of these buildings. And this has happened about 2 years ago, so this is a big problem. And it also was revealed that the government gives aid to make sure that this doesn't happen. They give these housing projects aid, financial aid, and tax cuts so that they can make sure that these type of things do not happen. We have Con Edison here right now. You see the fire department. They only have, basically you have to be a part of the media or live in the building to be over here in this particular section. So I think I have a great view for you guys, so stay tuned. A lot of people out here crying. I mean, imagine quite a few of them lost some of their possessions and so forth, so we'll see. And it's getting cold out, right? So imagine this happening this time of year when it's cold. The other problem is when you live in these high-rise buildings, not that I'm knocking it or anything, look how far you have to go to get out of harm's way, you know? So, yes, indeed, it's a sad moment, but I'll give you guys some of the peripheral view here. And again, I'll be out here giving you guys updates, especially when they have press conferences, so stay tuned if you want to see. As I was commuting here, I didn't see a lot of ground views, so stay tuned, guys. And there will not be any, no one died, Killamnati, no one passed away. Yeah, the boiler exploded, and from what they announced, it looked like they were actually working on it. So that's something to think about. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. And tune in all day if you want to know what's happening. And again, guys, we're in the Bronx. I think they said this is southern Bronx. When I drove through, it wasn't a lot of traffic, believe it or not. But once I heard about it, I immediately got on the road. It was about an hour and a half commute to get here. And we're going to see what happens. But thank you guys for all the support. Yes. Wanda Evans, thank you. Guys, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. As I say, I will be streaming all day, so if you want to come in and out again or what have you, this would be a good source. If you're interested, I know a lot of people that follow my channel are very familiar with New York. They've lived in New York. A lot of them are probably from the Bronx. So I would imagine that you guys would like to know what's happening. And I'm going to make sure that you can do that here. And every chance I get, I'll interview some of the residents to see what they're thinking and also give them some aid. Because you know they're going to need it. And they already admonished them to go to get aid down the street. They've set up some arrangements, so we'll see what happens. But you can see the damage up here. That's where the explosion happened. So there's the damage there, guys, and you can also see what's happening on the ground. The good thing is most children would have already gone to school, so that kind of helps. Imagine the debris falling down. There's a sidewalk that goes right by the building through there, so I can imagine if somebody was walking through, it would be not a good situation, folks. No. Again, thank you for tuning in to Watching the World, where we cover most of what's happening in New York, folks. A lot of media here and more to come. This is a hot story right now. Unfortunately, no one passed away so far. We're right here in the Bronx, southern Bronx, at the housing. 204, I believe is Alexander Avenue. That's what it is. We just had the mayor here, city council. They gave their first press conference right around 11:04, and they said they would keep giving updates throughout the day. So as things develop, I will definitely keep you posted. Faith's Karma, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for always supporting the channel. Thanks for all the likes, share, and subscriptions. Maniac, someone should be in trouble letting people live in buildings. Yes, indeed. The bricks look brittle. Yes, indeed. You make a valid point there. This is happening, Carol, this is happening in the Bronx, New York. On the address is 204 Alexander Avenue. And you can see they have Con Edison here. Strong police force. And there's a lot of medical staff here, but so far they had the dog sniff the bricks to see if there was any humans, perhaps trapped somewhere, and they said they haven't found anything of the sort. I think they said it's 100 units in this building. It's 11 buildings. Each building, I believe, has roughly 100 units. And the same thing basically happened 2 years ago, folks. And today is the first day by the government standards, local municipality to have the heat on. And they were working on the boiler, and off we go, right? Large explosion. Partial collapse. They insinuated they're doing an investigation now, and they said as the day go on, they might be able to go back into the building, believe it or not. So let's see what happens. Far away, we're in the Bronx, New York, where there was an explosion in the building that you see here. And if you look where my finger is pointing, that's where the explosion occurred, and you can see where the building that part of the building collapsed. All right. Okay. Thank you, Bordeaux, for keeping everything together. Yeah. They must, watchmen, they must be terrified if you live next door. Yes. The maniac says, get the people to help. Get those people out of good grief. Yes, indeed. Watchman is praying. Okay. I think a lot of people are praying right now. A lot of people are praying. And a lot of people are probably stressed out. The economy is already bad for many people. So imagine having to deal with this. They say the Red Cross is set up to help. Again, we're in the Bronx, New York. There was a major explosion and a partial building collapse, 100 units. So they're trying to make sense of everything. According to the report from the press conference, they were actually working on the boiler, I guess, when it exploded. The boiler room exploded. Thank you, Faith, for always giving us the facts. Thank you for letting those know who are coming in what's really happening. Watchman Adam News says, heck yeah. He's stressed out too. Okay, all right, very good. Thank you for your expression. I smell a lot of weed, folks, so I guess people are trying to ease the pain, perhaps. All right, I'm gonna definitely try to get some interviews today and also give some donations to people who perhaps are actually living in that particular building. So. And again, this happened 2 years ago, according to the reports and the press conference. Mayor Adams was just here informing us on what's happening. So it's chilly out here too, so definitely a complicated situation. And it's very windy, as you can probably determine that from looking at the trees. Very windy out here, chilly. All right, Stacy. Stacy says, "Oh my goodness, prayers for the folks inside." Yes, indeed. Eric says, "What are you talking about? Get those people help. It's Section 8 housing. How much more help do they need?" Okay, all right. Okay, you're welcome. Glad to cover the news for you. DNYC. When was the last city inspection from DOB? Supposed to be every 5 years. Somebody wasn't doing their job. This is why I pay so much money in taxes. Everybody always takes shortcuts. Okay, Faith's Karma says, "I've seen the aftermath of the water heater blowing up, took out the back of the house trailer. I couldn't imagine the whole boiler room." Yeah, that's something to think about. Chris, they're also trying to determine is there any gas leaks, because that would obviously be detrimental. Chris Dunwoody says, "Oh my gosh, not now." Exactly, it's quite chilly out. We're going into the coldest time of the year. AI Botanica is always here to support. Thank you very much. In Major Blue Sanctuary City, be careful. DNC misleaders are not about to recuse you. Okay, all right. So, I'm pretty sure you're going to be hearing about that in the media too. Now, will they turn this into a political thing? Perhaps it will be. But maybe not. Maybe everybody will just stay concerned about the citizens that are suffering, right? Okay, so yes.
Do you know how that building, they're evacuating that building? So nobody can go back in.
They're trying to. They said, according to the press conference, they may be able to allow people back in not too long, I guess, once they figure out everything is secure. But
yeah, but being that thing fell there, don't you think makes the building weaker? That building will come down.
I think they have specialists up here.
Can't let people go back in there like that. You know, the building's gonna get weaker now.
They have it being evaluated now.
We don't know how long we're gonna be without the gas.
You live in one of these
I
buildings?
live now.
Oh, you live in that one? Okay.
What was it that happened? A gas leak?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, no, the boiler, it was a boiler explosion.
Really?
That's what they're reporting, yeah.
Oh my God. Now they're gonna have to check all the buildings, right, for the boiler.
That's
Right?
what they're going to have to do. That's what they say, so we'll see. Scary times, right? Thank you. Yeah, it's terrifying, right?
You're scared now you sleep at night, you know, the building you see the boiler. That's why when they're gonna turn on that boiler in the winter, tell the guy, let me know when you're turning that down, I'm going outside. No me quiero frío, pero me gusta esa hora.
The press conference is going to have to
Where? Here. Oh no, but that shit gonna keep coming down. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm trying to say is that how could they put people back inside there? Because that the building is weak. How could they put people back in that building?
Hey guys, hit the like button, share and subscribe. You can see the helicopter if you guys want to see that. So there's probably a helicopter view on television somewhere. So they're trying to evaluate if the people can go back in. Good luck with that one.
All the kids were coming in from the system, for a ride. And so we would work like, you know, but we see them.
All right, guys, so we're here in the Bronx. There was a huge explosion, partial collapse of the building. 100 units in the building here. If you see at the top left of the screen where I'm pointing, That's where the building collapsed. Apparently, there was a boiler explosion at the very top, perhaps, of the building, and you can actually see how the other buildings are kind of made, or what actually fell. But imagine being in the apartment adjacent to the boiler room or what have you,
You see what I'm saying? Que al menos se
and it
compra
looks
luz,
very
se
weak
compra esto y
and
todo
unstable.
todo se va a
So we're going to be covering this today. If you support the channel, hit the like button, share, and subscribe so we can get more eyes watching the world. We definitely cover any major news out of New York and any major deals around, all right?
Yeah, but still you can't put people in there.
Okay, meth house. Somebody says it was a meth house. Oh my. We have 500 people in here. If you could hit the like button, please. Thank you. Okay, thank you to Bordeaux. Bordeaux says thank you all for being here. All opinions are welcome, but please be respectful with your words in the chat. Please like, share, and subscribe. All right, so I don't know how long I'll be out here today, so I'll pull out the microphone and the best sound for when I'm actually interviewing people that live in the building and local officials, and I'll try to get Mayor Adams, who has pulled out of his campaign, believe it or not. All right, so, oh, look at there, we have Telemundo. I don't see a lot of the major networks here yet, but I'm pretty sure they're coming. Look at the New York Housing Authority. Well, they're going to take some heat on this one. Somebody's going to be in hot water, believe it. A lot of the fire trucks are actually leaving, so I find that quite interesting. Again, as I was driving in, the only view I could capture was from the helicopter there that you see. So it's good to be on the ground for people that want to see what's happening. Boots on the ground, folks. We have 400 people in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe.
Because now I can go to your parents and tell you what to do.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the channel behind me. You can see this was a school, so looks like the school definitely wasn't affected. The lady behind me worked at the school. But again, they have blocked off the entire block, folks, the entire block. Right, we have an argument happening. A lot of tension is in the air, folks. They did tell us to be worried there could be some explosions, so we're all here at our own risk, folks. And I imagine those bricks could be a major problem. But you can see there's still a little debris falling here and there, so I guess if you live in any of these buildings, you won't sleep so well tonight. You're all right, no sweat. All right, we have close to 500 people in. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. We're going to be streaming all day if you want to keep in contact with what's happening, perhaps. Oh, my.
Oh, sí, ve.
De Telemundo y en Telemundo. Entonces, sí, ahí están los otros también, las otras cámaras. Está ahí, mira, la otra que está aquí, la mujer.
All right, we have 800 people. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe, folks.
Tiene el micrófono al lado, no lo puedo ver. Mira,
I think I'm one of the first people to actually be streaming at ground level, so I will definitely keep streaming throughout the day. And later on, I'll interview some people and offer some financial aid to some. Okay, let's see what people are saying here. We got a lot of comments. Thank you for all the support. Typically, we have a news at noon show, but obviously we won't be having it today. We're gonna primarily focus on what's happening here. I did have some great updates as far as the Secret David and the Epstein file. What about yesterday? We covered the Epstein mansion. I actually took people, you can go back and look at the video. I showed you Epstein's mansion here in New York. So if you're intrigued by that type of stuff, you can go back and look at the video from last night. Also showed the inside of Trump Towers. Oh, okay, so we have the police coming through. All right, what's going on? We're here in the Bronx where there was a major explosion. And as you can see, this building here, there's a partial collapse here on the left-hand side. So that's what's happening. All right, Jay says Republicans trying to distract from Epstein. Okay. This is in Bronx, New York, guys. Bronx, New York.
Yeah, wait for me again.
Pinky, no, the building is not leaning, but they're trying to determine if the building is stable. That's what they're trying to do right now. Project JFK says, what has the MAGA Christian nationalist terror cell done now? Release the Epstein files. Okay, you think it's all distractions. China White says, is everyone out of the damn building? Yes, everybody's out of the building. No fatalities, no fatalities. And this is in Bronx, New York, folks. All right, we have Scotland. James Waddle from Scotland, United Kingdom. You're tuning in to the Bronx, New York. We had a major explosion around 8:10 this morning. And the building partially collapsed. If you look at the top left here, you see where it fell. And let me give you guys a little update of what's happening on the ground here. Richard, yeah, that's not a good time. You're right. It's not a good time to politicize something like this. You're absolutely right. Right now, we're concerned about people. China, thank you. I definitely will be safe. They did warn us there could be some explosion because of gas or what have you, so we have to be very cautious here. Yeah, there were people in the building when the explosion happened. But yes, this is a residential building, apartment building with 100 units in the building, Bronx, New York. Sound view, yes. Yeah, it's kind of scary, but it's what it is. Suzette, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. Sheila, same to you. All right. So they got the helicopter camped out right there. There's already conspiracy theories going and all sorts of rumors floating around. You know how that goes, right? Walter, this is Bronx, New York, southern Bronx. Okay, so the name is the Mitchell Projects, guys. The Mitchell Projects. All right, so there you have it. Grace World, major explosion here in the Bronx, New York. Partial collapse of the building. You see Con Edison here trying to figure it all out. Trying to see if these people can go back to their apartments today. I was shocked to hear that. They're trying to get them back in today. I wouldn't be able to go back in today. All right, guys, we have 600 people in. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. We're going to be streaming until we can make sense of this. Is there anyone in the audience that has lived in this vicinity? Is there anyone? Or you have family here? All right, Jim, I definitely will be careful. Yeah, Jim, with the structure that big, are people safe at a distance? Probably not. We're probably all too close, honestly, but it is what it is. No, this is it. This is as close as they'll allow us to go. I'll give you a closer look here to see. Okay, so do you see that now? You see the damage to the building? The other side of the building is the highway, so I'm not going to go stand over there. And I also want to catch all the press conferences. So unfortunately, guys, this side is the best we'll have. I think I have the prime location here. But thank you, John. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, there are some feds here, Jim. All right, Roger Land says he used to live in the building. Okay. Deborah, welcome in. Deborah, we're here in the Bronx where we had an explosion this morning at 8:10. And there's a partial collapse. You can see the partial collapse there, guys. Any collapse is terrible when it's your home, right? Yes, there are some feds here. All right, Renee is back out of Houston, Texas. Okay, you guys see the damage a little better? There you go. So it looks like the boiler was at the top floor or somewhere in the vicinity, guys. Yeah, we hope it doesn't fall or anything like that. The location is here in the Bronx, the southern part of the Bronx. Oh, yes, right. It was mentioned that today is a government shutdown, so they had asked the mayor, would that affect things? Okay, Melba Martinez, no casualties so far. Zene says Jesus coming back. That's why so much evil running around the world. I meant Earth, not a globe. Okay. L. Terrell says, is that a crack coming down the side of the building? Absolutely. All right. Kiki says, hope it doesn't fall while you're filming. Well, I'm going to be right here. So we just make a run for it, I guess. Okay. Melba says, thank God, take heed, people. Okay. All right, folks. We have a lot of feds here now. I wonder what's up. I guess that's just protocol. All right, I'll give you some ground view so we can see what's happening. Is Fat Joe coming? That's a good question. I'm pretty sure this is his stomping ground. Okay, we got the school right here. There's a couple of schools right across the street. Good thing it wasn't a worse than what it was, right? Guys, we have 400 people. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you for supporting the channel. When I heard about it, I came immediately. It took me an hour and a half commute driving today. I wanted to get here ASAP because wasn't a lot of people covering it on the ground. So we're on the ground. Unless you want to check out Telemundo. Yes, Deborah on the job. Deborah, don't say you're fired. You're fired, Mel. All right. We don't want Deborah the Great to fire me. Mike Lee, what happened? Okay. Major explosion here in the Bronx. You can see here the building partially collapsed. And there's a lot of media on the ground. Right now, they're only allowing the media and residents to get into this area. I remember when it happened 2 years ago, though. Nobody hurt, Jessica. Nobody hurt so far. Yeah, it did split. Nene, this is the building. You can see the split better from the helicopter view. It's on the thumbnail for this video, so if you want to see that. No, Hackman, no demolition. This was an explosion. Today was the first day to have the heat turned on, so they were working on the boiler, and there was an explosion. That's according to what's being reported. Yes, this is the South Bronx, the Mitchell's projects. This is 204 Alexander Avenue. Frackage says contractors cutting corners again. Pac-Man says shaking my head. Okay. Felicia, what was your original question? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, you said it looks like it's leaning? Who knows? Who knows? They are evaluating to see if there's a possibility of the building collapsing more. So, Mashona, what's happening? How are you? Good to see you. So, guys, we're here in New York, in the Bronx, covering the explosion and collapse. 204 Alexander Avenue. Oh, they just rescued a dog, folks. They just rescued the little dog over there. Oh, right there. They just rescued the little dog from somewhere. And the owner was crying, so. Now this tenant is crying because they saved somebody's dog, so that's nice. All right, so you see that's where the damage is, folks. We have 300 people in the building. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. We'll be out here most of the day checking out, seeing what's happening, reporting it. What's happened, Angel? This happened in the Bronx. Jobinot is in the building. What's up, Jobinot? KC is back. All right. Apparently it was a boiler explosion, folks. Angel, this is 204 Alexander Avenue in the Bronx. Southern Bronx. It's called the Mitchell Projects, all right? They blocked off the entire Alexander Avenue. Oh, and that reminds me, I have to go back and pay for parking.
Did you see when they moved that door? No. This way?
I guess she's the owner of the dog right here. And oh, the pit bull attacked the dog and bit his eye out. So that's what happened, guys. So that dog, you just saw the pit bull attack it and bit his eye out. cats in the building. I guess when this happened, you're gonna take off, right? Goes to tell you, material possessions. Life is prime, people. Not material things, right? All right, let me show you guys the damage for those who are just coming in. I'm trying to be balanced and let you see what's happening on the ground instead of just looking at the building. But that's the damage to the building. The explosion happened. You see up here where the explosion happened there. You see the crack coming down. Okay, so Melba says the schoolyard in front was a place in the 70s breakdance in the building. In the middle is where the guy that created the dance, the Latin hustle. Wow. We have a historian in the building. That's beautiful. JDP is in the building. Shout out to you, Kiki. They need to hire more help. JDP, I felt bad for you last night because you were the first person on for the stream last night and the last one to leave. 3 hours. I said, oh, that was a lot of time spent. But thank you for the commitment. All right. What do you guys think? Would you be able to go back in the building today of all days? You know? Man, oh man. A lot of people are saying there's going to be a lot of lawsuits, right? All right, let me see if I can get you guys some inside scoop going here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Kiki is very dangerous. Stories with Mrs. Gray says, was it a gas explosion or like a meth lab or what? I think they're fortunate it wasn't some major fire though. JDP, Deborah, Bordeaux, Sakina, can you guys hear me better? Are you picking up the microphone? JDP, Bordeaux, can you guys hear me through the microphone now? Are you picking up the microphone? So you could tell I'm using a microphone now? Okay, great. All right, I won't be able to use the microphone all day. Obviously, I have to retain. But anyway, thank you guys. Hold on one second.
A good wind is gonna fix this out.
All right. I'm gonna. Okay, guys, I'm gonna start interviewing people. So you guys can hear me good, right? The Watchers team. Okay, great. So let's get set up here. All right, we're gonna switch up a little bit and interview. Okay, so we're gonna do our first interview here, guys. All right. So, could I just ask you a couple questions, Steve? Okay. All right. So you can stand here, and I'll. Okay. Very good. All right. So just tell it. Can you come up a little bit? Right there. Okay. So tell everyone your name.
My name is Katrina Gonzalez.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can you tell everyone basically what happened?
This morning, just heard a loud sound, and didn't think much about it. Thought it was like a truck or something like that. But then, as my husband was on his way to work, he said that it was the side of the building that had come down, and I remembered that my aunt lives here in the 19th floor, so that was the first thing that went through my head to make sure that my aunt was okay. But when I came to see, there's just like a lot of smoke. The video that she sent me was there's debris falling, a lot of smoke, coming from downstairs, upstairs. She was absolutely freaking terrified, and she sent me the video, and then they had to evacuate the building. When I came through, they really weren't letting anybody through, and then when I saw her in the crowd, I was okay because she had gotten out safe.
Okay. And how far were you away at the time, and when you heard the sound?
Literally on 132nd. We're on 135th right now. And I was at 132nd in my apartment, and I live on the 10th floor. And to hear it from all the way over there is something huge. We don't usually hear stuff like that.
And how would you describe the sound?
It sounded like when a huge truck hits a pothole. It was just like a boom, and there were two of them. So that's how I knew it wasn't something regular. Like something had to have happened. And I told my husband, prepare yourself because there may be traffic, and this is what happened.
Okay, a lot of people are saying they're glad that you're okay. You said there were two booms?
There were two loud noises. The first one sounded like, a truck hitting a pothole, and the second one was just like a really loud boom. And that's when we knew that something was wrong. But I'm just happy that the people that were in these buildings are out. It's not about me, it's about them. Like, I lived in this community for a long time, and I know a lot of people in these buildings, and I'm just glad that they got out and that they were safe.
Do you recall this happening before?
Something like this, not here in the Bronx, but this is the first time we have something as traumatic as that right now in this area. Something like this happening, yeah.
How is your aunt holding up?
She's doing great. Everybody's okay. Everybody's fine. So that's the most important part. Everybody's okay.
Okay, so everybody's giving you a lot of love, and we have quite a few 200 people viewing, and thank you for your time. I really do appreciate you.
Thank you. I'm just happy that everybody was able to get out and everybody's safe. We're a village here. It's a community. We know each other's kids. Our grandkids know grandkids, So I'm just happy that everybody was able to get out and everybody's safe.
Is it fair to say that most kids would have been in school at the time?
Oh, absolutely. There's literally a school right across the street from these buildings. So at that time, you usually see a lot of traffic here because there are a lot of schools here in this area. So you'll see a lot of people coming up and down this block with their children, dropping them off here to the school or to the daycare here or to the community center for programs. So I can only imagine like how scared they were passing by, or people just getting ready to go to work.
Well, thank you for tuning in to Watching the World. I appreciate it. We have so many people that are supporting you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, guys, there you have it. So we've had our first interview of the day. We'll have many more. Stay tuned as I keep interviewing people that actually live in the vicinity, and also I'll get some people that live in the building, and I'll try to get some of the officials for you.
I already stopped by your house because I had to drop my laptop and stuff. And I'm walking to the.
All right. So we're back to bad sound for now, but I have to reserve the power, folks. Okay, I'll try to get some cops. Hold on one second.
Ahora, si cree que ese otro está peligroso, ¿sabes? Está feo con la foto.
No van para allá.
Toda esa línea completa.
Esa línea no va. Tú eres esa esquina de allá. De donde está el medio ahí.
La mujer mira, mira. Fue el 19.
¿Tú ves dónde están esos cartones puestos en la ventana? Sí.
Yeah, Wubs, she got the tea. We're gonna get more tea for you too.
Donde está el techo que hay unos tenis.
No sé.
Ahí es que vive la mujer mía. Está el carro. Está para allá. Ella no está para casa. Está para allá. Tú en el medio de tiene ellos aquí.
Sí.
Aquella ventana.
Allá por donde bajan los tanques.
Ajá, pero más para acá. Donde está la misma.
Did you guys notice the watch in the world, the professionalism? What's up, Eric? I love it, folks. I love it.
Yo fui para allá.
So just to let everybody know, this is the Bronx, New York, where we had an explosion this morning at 8:13, and there's a partial collapse. The building basically split. You can see it from the thumbnail that I posted. You can see the split more from the helicopter view, but you can see, oh wow, you can see where the bricks are starting to, I see what the lady was talking about. That looks like it's gonna fall. Hopefully nothing major happens because we're not far enough away to be totally safe, but nevertheless, we're gonna keep bringing you the news story of the day. Unfortunately, we won't have news at noon. That's far gone. But we are covering the biggest story right now of the day. We're on scene, folks. We're on site. And again, there's schools all around here. Yeah, it's very windy right now, so. Shout out to you, Gold Digger. Good to see you. Thank you for the support. Yeah, you see those splits in the bricks over there. They're getting worse by the moment, you know. Yes, indeed. Let's go Yankees. Thank you, Gold Digger. Welcome to the team. Melissa Olson, good morning to you. Welcome. Thank you guys for hitting the like button, sharing, and subscribing. Yeah, that's right. Well, actually, the birds are flying right close to it, so that could definitely trigger something. All right, there's the fire investigation. PD Red, we're in the Bronx, New York, where we had a big explosion this morning at 8:13 a.m. And you can see here there's a partial collapse in the building here. You see there. You can see the cracks are getting worse as the day go on, you know. From the helicopter view, you could actually see where the building is somewhat split, so. Most of these, we have so much advanced in technology, but I often say most of the houses are stuck in time, you know? No one got hurt as far as we know, according to the mayor. Sakina, hello, how are you? That's what they're trying to make a determination if the building is in further jeopardy and also the surrounding buildings as well. Let's see what's happening here. Ada, thank you. You used to live in the Bronx. That's awesome. Wilson Board, we're in the Bronx where the explosion happened this morning at 8:13. There was a partial collapse of the building, one of the residential building that houses 100 apartments. Do you live in the building?
No.
Oh, okay.
Until June 12th.
I guess they're gonna fence it off, right, folks? What do you think here? Gonna barricade it off even more?
I'm coming to the gate right now.
You're welcome, Eric. Yeah, stories. It looks very sketchy, right? Ben Yam says it's a sign of the times. Deborah says it's not safe for the residents or the other buildings, right? They didn't evacuate the other surrounding buildings, so. And initially they said they were worried about there being a gas threat, so hopefully that's okay by now. Yeah, there was an explosion, John, at 8:13 this morning. That's why you see the building partially collapse. They said it was a boiler. This is Bronx, New York, 204 Alexander Avenue. And you can see they're fencing it off, folks. That's maybe a sign it may not be open. Oh, I see people going in and out of the building now.
It looked like it want to fall, like the rest of it want to fall.
Yep. Thank you, Scruces. Thank you very much. This is the Bronx, New York, folks. Explosion occurred this morning at 8:13, and there was a partial collapse.
I'm sorry, I mean to give me a shot.
No problem. Nope, this is the Bronx. Bronx on 204 Alexander Avenue. Yeah, there was a large explosion. If they were working on the boiler, I mean, how did they get away unscathed? That would be like mind-boggling, right? Some people are trying to say foul play, but you know, there has not been any official word about that from the authorities out here. So, right, Sakina, but they did say they're making a determination as to whether the building is safe for people to go back in. I was shocked to hear that, but now they're starting to fence it off, so maybe it's going to be barricaded, you know, for quite some time. It looked like one of the apartments up here. It looked like the windows are already boarded, right? Not sure what that's about. BB Man says, does that mean it's free? It's rent free. All right. Maybe. Probably means it's going to be some lawsuits, though.
Can you go this way? Can we go this way?
That was it. No, that was it. Yeah, no, she wanted. Oh, no, they said I can't go through the block. $135 and Willis.
What you said?
They won't let me go through.
I don't see your car. How can you get through? You right here, sir? You outside? Yeah, look at me now. I'm right here, look. You see me? I'm waving my hand, look. I'm by the school. Look, sir. Oh, okay, I'm coming. Let me see. I'm coming now. They let me through. Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, people make everything political, folks. That's just the nature of the beast, right? Yeah, I believe it was. That's what they said earlier. It was a trash compactor shoot, but then they thought someone had threw something down. But then officially they said it was a boiler explosion. So those bricks are leaning more. Not a good sign. And how do you go back into an open building, by the way? Yes, Eric, if it hits 700, I'll be super happy. I love it. Keeps going up. Lorraine, we typically on this channel, at least I don't push a political agenda, so. But, you know, people are entitled to their feelings about things. Oh, they brought pizza party time. You guys want some pizza? All right.
So we shutting it down completely?
Nobody got hurt, right? Nope.
No, nobody got hurt.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Not outside.
Now everybody don't have gas or nothing.
No gas, no heat, no water. Oh, nothing? Oh, wow. Yeah, I did hear that. They shut off the gas and water in all the buildings.
I mean, he's already there, so might as well.
Thank God. You guys all right? Y'all got your lunch?
Mark, how are you, Mark? Guys, thanks for hitting the like button, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. We'll keep bringing you more and more. Ray says it's sad because where are all the tenants going? That's a great question. It's a shame we have so many people living in squalor. Yes, indeed. Baby Blue, we're in the Bronx, New York. There was a major explosion, perhaps from the boiler room. at 8:13 a.m. this morning. It led to this partial collapse and major split to the building. So they're trying to make sense of it all and trying to figure out what happens next for the tenants. But there's 11 buildings, and from what I understand, they cut off the gas and some of the elements to the other buildings too. So that's a lot of issues. Yeah. And again, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel, supporting. Hit the notification button so when things like this happen, you'll be the first to know. I do notice that these bricks are starting to lean more and more, so I guess that's why they're barricading, you know. You can see quite a few of the tenants trying to get into the building. Let's check them out a little bit here. A lot of people left their pits in the building. I can't get that view right now. I can get it later. Right now they have us pretty much barricaded to where we can only be in this vicinity. Oh my, something just fell. They're cutting down the tree. I was going to say. Wow. So they're cutting the trees. I thought something fell. I'm not sure why they're cutting those trees, but those birds, all those birds, they're going to cause a problem if they land on the troubled area, right? All it takes is the wind or the birds and timber, right? Yeah, earlier there was some of the tenants said that there was a gas smell for quite some time. So that could be a real problem, you know. And this could have been a lot worse. Quite a few of the kids are coming home from school. That's what the issue is now. So the kids are coming in, and they look rather displaced. So there you have it. So you can see the lady said it sounded like a bomb. What's up, Sharon? How are you? Yes, Melba, it's a miracle no one was hurt.
charge, I'm having a conversation with them. Yes, yes. Very respectful. I already have two over there, but I see that they live out there, going out. We also have a list going. Actually, they're already giving
All right, so let's see here. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys. Your name is Takia, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, where's the team at? Eric, Bordeaux, Deborah. Can you guys hear me okay by means of the microphone? Sharon, can you hear me? Do I sound clear, Mashona? Okay, so you guys hear me clear. Okay, great. All right, so okay, and first, if you could pull up the video, just okay, guys, I'm gonna show you guys the video of how this all happened earlier this morning. And then we're gonna interview Takia. She's nice enough to tell us her story. So we just need a moment here. And get the likes up, folks. We're getting you inside information here. Okay. And I'm just going to put it in front of my camera. If you could pause it.
Are you ready?
Yeah. All right, so we're going to see it again. This is what happened this morning. You guys see that? One more time. All right, so thank you, Takia. I'm gonna have you come around here, if you don't mind it. Okay, guys, we have Takia. I want to make sure I have you good. Hold on one second. Okay, can you come closer? I'm sorry. Okay, right there. That's good. All right, so tell everybody what's your name.
My name is Takia.
Okay, thank you. Can you tell us what happened, what you experienced this morning?
Well, I was driving looking for parking and it was a big boom. Thought it was like a truck hitting something, but it wasn't. It was the building falling down. And then there was a second boom, looked like 9/11 all over again.
And what was your immediate response when it occurred?
Well, we saw the children running under the air. Everybody kept yelling. There was children going that way. So it was like, I'm a nurse, so I was trying to look for the children.
Oh, thank you for your service. Is there a sidewalk to go right under where that was falling?
Right through is a path to go to the other side. So it's like both ways the children was running.
And have you heard any word about whether people will be going back in today?
There's no casualties. No.
But have you heard whether people will be allowed to go back into the building today?
Right now, I don't know. I can't even tell you.
All right. Do you have any relatives or friends?
I live in the building across the street.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you very much for the interview and your time.
Thank you.
Okay, a lot of people in the audience are giving you a lot of support.
Oh, thank you. Much love.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, thank you guys. Did you guys hear her very clear? I really need to know that.
The shit shook the car. And everybody in the building was like, the buildings were shaking. But I was in the car, it moved the car.
Okay, very good. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's a lot of work. You only dealing with now? What should I find out?
I want to stay in touch with you about it too. I'd like to have you come on my channel and we'll talk about all that stuff. And text me your complete name.
Yeah, you can. That I'm gonna send that to you. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay, okay, cool. And also that video you sent.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Okay, Gary Robbins. We're in the Bronx at 8:13 this morning. There was a major explosion. From what we're understanding, there was two loud booms, and there's a collapse of this building I'm about to show you now. A partial collapse here. All right, very good. Thank you, Jill Younger. Welcome back, Gary Robbins. I think you heard my explanation, but we're in the Bronx. There was a major explosion this morning at 8:13, and you see the remnants of what happened. There's a partial collapse. Some people started off saying that maybe someone sent the wrong thing down the trash chute, but the officials said that the boiler, I believe, exploded. So, or something to that effect. Who knows? Yes, two booms. That's what she just explained, and also the person we did the earlier interview with.
You have the side of the picture how it looks. This is how it looks. That's the other side of the building.
Okay, guys, this is the other side of the building we can't see. Wow, I didn't know it was this bad. Jeez, I may have to walk around the other side now. All right, so let me show you guys here. Look at that. There's no way they can go back in that building. Look at that. I didn't know it was that bad. Here, can you- That is crazy. Yo, that is crazy. So this is the other side of the building, folks. Oh my God, that is crazy. No one got hurt.
Anybody ran?
Yeah, how do you run from that though? Jeez.
The first boom, everybody started running. Then it was a crowd right here. Then the second boom.
So the first boom is what saved people's lives. Okay, I get it. Wow. I'm gonna have to go around and film that. That doesn't go upside down. So the best way to get to that view is when I have to go around.
You have to go all the way that way. And then the opening is over that way, like you're going through the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if they're going to let you go over there. Because they got everything blocked off.
Okay, I get it.
But this was taken when it first happened. It wasn't everybody wasn't allowed yet.
Okay.
He wasn't. See, he was in here. He was in school. I took the rest of them. I just dropped them off to school.
Oh, okay.
Now they cut off everybody's gas. All the buildings we don't
All the
have gas.
buildings, nobody has gas?
We have no gas.
What about water?
We don't have hot water.
No hot water? Okay, obviously, yeah. Wow, this is crazy. I'm gonna try to get the other side over there. Are you originally from the Bronx?
No, I'm originally from Lincoln Project.
Oh,
This just reminded us of what happened across the bridge. The other apartment blew up, and we saw inside of the apartment.
really? When was that?
This was years ago when I was living in Harlem.
This is scary stuff. Wow.
Yeah, this is earlier.
Yeah, send me.
Yes,
Send
this
me
is
all
another
those.
one.
Okay, so I see it's like the shoot. It's like the shoot that blew up. That's why nobody got hurt. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Alright, I gotta add more money to my part. I'll be back. I'm gonna
That's
take
fine.
care of it. What's that?
If you go this way, if you try to go that way, you might can see it from the parking lot.
Oh.
Because that's the opening.
But if I walk the highway or the seat there appears
This
to
is
be.
when it's coming down. Everybody saw it coming down. It was that loud, like a bomb had hit.
Yeah, it looks like it, right? That is insanity. I'm gonna try to get a better view of it.
Oh, see,
Wow. That's crazy. This is 155?
154.
Oh boy, I gotta load my car. So look out, I'm gonna take care of you, right? Alright guys, we're gonna get a different view, a better view of that big hole, see what's happening, and I also have to pay for my parking before I get a major New York City ticket, which they love to give you tickets around here. They love to give you tickets. If they don't give you anything else, they're gonna give you a lot of tickets around here. So there you have it. We've been covering it firsthand. I feel bad for the people. I feel really bad for them. So we're in southern Bronx, folks. We're gonna see if we can look at the real damage. And you can see it was a school right across the street. That's a different perspective, right? So there you have it. I don't know if I'm buying the boiler story. It has something to do with this trash chute. I think that first story sounds more plausible. Somebody must have. Oh, okay, and that explains it. So it was contained within the chute, whatever this was. Okay. It's almost like somebody threw something down the chute, right? Because you can see the bottom of the trash chute. So that's why the apartments weren't really affected. You don't have anyone getting hurt because it all happened in the trash chute. But if I hadn't seen this for myself, though, I would have never captured the idea. This makes sense now. That's why you don't have anyone getting hurt. I'm not even buying the boiler story. Yeah, I'm speculating, but the rumor I heard first when I arrived was that someone threw something down the chute. And that makes perfect sense. I mean, sometimes that's why I like to be boots on the ground, folks. I get to see it for myself. Yeah, because that first story sounds more. Understand. Now I also understand why no one really got hurt. And if you look at it, it's not really affecting apartments. There's no doors to it. Oh, unless the boiler, then that would make sense. So as of right now, so let me give you guys a recap. There was an explosion here this morning at 8:13. As you can see, they said it started from the top, but I'm not totally sure of the logistics. But anyway, they consider this as being a partial collapse. No fatalities. No one was hurt. The initial rumor was that someone threw something down the trash chute, what have you. But then that may not even be the case either. I'm not sure. But I think the official said that the boiler exploded. So if you look here at the very bottom, maybe there's a connection there with the boiler and the explosion went up. Not sure. Not sure what's going on. Okay. All right. Well, you have it first here today. Watching the world, folks. We're covering the story. Here's Con Edison. They're the suppliers. So, there's 11 buildings that none of them now have gas or hot water. That's going to be a messy night.
You should have answered me.
Okay, no sound. You guys, there's no sound? Or do you have sound now? Okay, cool. It's back? All right.
Tuve yo que ir el domingo, el sábado y domingo que me dieron público, los zapatos estaban rebasados.
All right. So, I was hoping they would come back and do another press conference, but we'll see. Okay, so folks, we're in the Bronx. Let's see where we're at here. So I have to re-up on the parking before I get a ticket. All right, so there you have it, folks. The New York Wave. Okay. Alright, the max they allow you to get is 2 hours. That's the max you can get here. They want you to come out some of these, it's every hour. So imagine that you go out for dinner and you have to, alright, so we're in the Bronx, right by Alexander Avenue. Trying to make sense of the explosion. Not a lot of ground coverage, not as much as I thought it would be. So, you guys tell me, would you rather see the frontal view? I think that's where the mayor would be. Or do you want to go back to the back view? What you guys would like to see? Tell me. I don't think they have a big game plan as yet as far as allowing people back in the building, but I can see it happening. I mean, the way it's set up, I think they'll let the people back in. Okay, the front view. Okay. All right, what kind of food you guys like to eat that you think you would find here in the Bronx? What do you guys like to eat? Tell me what you like to eat. Okay, the front view. Okay. Yeah, I think the back view is probably not safe. I think the front view gives you a few minutes to try to run, maybe.
Sí, no, no, y en la de hoy son como
So all of these buildings that we see here, these brick buildings, they're without gas. They're without hot water. A lot of these people are trying to get back to their apartments. It's not happening. Guys, if you haven't hit it already, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. So these two buildings here, they're part of the NYCHA projects too. So the lady I just interviewed, she lives in that one, and she says they're affected with no gas. Probably no cooking, right? No hot water tonight. You're talking about at least 100 units per building. That's a lot of people that won't be able to take a hot shower tonight. And oh boy. All right, so they moved the line back. Alright, so they moved the line back. So they're still worried about, I guess, gas and explosion and stuff, so they're moving people back out. Sounds like that's a wise course of action, so. Yes, Mashona, all of those buildings are part of the projects. Okay. Wings and pizza. Puff with cheese fries. All right, Mashona. Nancy DC says chicken wings. Okay. Yeah, gold digger, that's what they're working on now. They're working on getting the clearance to get people back in. I guess it's the dollar amount that it would cost people to be able to have housing for tonight. Maybe they're trying to factor that in. But that's probably why insurance and so forth is there. Well, they definitely have electricity. At least we've confirmed that. You can see the lights on. No, they don't know how long it's going to be without gas, Mashona. Yep, Deborah, there's the Yukon, the gas guzzler, right? I like the Yukon though. I actually like the Tesla better for technology. I mean, the Tesla would think for you, drive for you. When you walk to it, it opens the door. And even though the Yukon is probably newer, by a couple months, it feels like after you get into the Tesla, the Yukon feels like a caveman, you know what I mean? It's nice though, the luxury is nice, but the Tesla's technology, it's kind of like driving a laptop. That's the best way to describe it. It has all the technology you could possibly think of, and sometimes overnight when they update the Tesla, you get in the next morning, you have new features without even, they just download it through the internet, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, Sakina, this is scary, and it happens in New York periodically, you know that. Upper Harlem, it happened probably 10 years ago, right? But sometimes your neighbors do something crazy and you have to pay the price. Some elderly people are wheelchair bound and so forth. They can't even get out of the way, you know what I mean? So I don't knock it, but it would be hard for me to live that type of community style, Your neighbor leave the stove on, you have to pay the price and stuff like that. I don't want to deal with that. Deborah says, just ride the recliner around. I hear you. All right, guys, so we're here. For those that are coming in, we're here in the Bronx for the explosion that occurred this morning at 8:13. And you can see the partial collapse of the building. They're trying to make sense of it and figure it all out. Can the people go back in? The poor children are lost. Kids coming home from school, they can't go and play the game or do what they do. They look pretty lost from the kids that I've seen. Joss Broussard, I don't know how they would approach it. It doesn't seem like the apartments were compromised. It looked like it was all encapsulated. I mean, the stability of the building, if they classify it as solid, they'll probably convince the people to keep on moving, From what I understand, a lot of people are limited in funds these days. So, you know, if people are living paycheck to paycheck, they don't have time to move or have the funds to move. And by the time you deal with the bureaucrats of trying to get paid for what you may have been, or you could be indemnified. I mean, what can you do, folks? These people must live in the building here. Yeah, they probably will trust him, Mashona. Yes, the mayor spoke at 11:04 earlier today. He said that he would keep everybody updated, but I think he checked out right after that. He probably came enough to show his face and what have you and got out of Dodge, you know. They had a lot of people here from the city council as well, so. They're still concerned about gas. That's why they're trying to push everybody out. But I'm concerned about the people on the back side of the building because, I mean, basically they're a lot closer, you know. Well, that's what the people were saying. A lot of people are saying they had been smelling gas for like almost a week. So, and I believe allegedly some of them reported it. So that's what's going to make this situation a little sticky. I mean, we don't know if it's true or not. But if it is, it could get rather messy. You see what I'm saying?
That's what was falling off the building. Yeah. This is 8 o'clock fucking this morning. 8 o'clock. Actually, I'll send you the video.
I don't think there's going to be any further press conferences. I think they did their spill. The rest you'll probably get through major media. Okay, Mashona says, unfortunately, these are the forgotten people until something happens, and then they'll say it was unsafe the whole time, but it will be too late then. All right. Preach on, preach on. Thank you. Gold Digger says, oh wow, the smell of gas complaints should be taken seriously. Yes. Yes, indeed. Still, they cut down a lot of those trees. I guess they're trying to get the heavy artillery closer to stabilize the area. Okay. okay, that makes sense. Now I see why they're cutting the trees to get the big rigs in there. Shauna says, sadly, Mel, we're probably getting the best coverage we're going to get. Yep. That's about it. Good thing no one was really hurt or lost their lives, you know. Although some of the parents, as you heard, saying that the kids were walking through or what have you and things were falling on them. So some of this, that's why I like to cover stuff, because what you see in person is not what you hear through big media. Another go there. She says, first things first, double tap. That's amazing. Thank you, Broussard, for subscribing. Really do appreciate the support. Thanks for sharing. We'll be back on tomorrow at noon to cover today's hot topics and whatever develops. I guess this will be a hot topic for tomorrow. What's going on with David, the singer? It's weird that he hasn't, everybody wants to say he's guilty, but he hasn't been arrested from what I know, unless something happened today. I do know that his parents' house was raided and it turned out to be a prank when the SWAT team went there, what have you. So thank you, Broussard. I wouldn't go to CNN or any other place, because then I lose my freeness of speech, which is invaluable, you know? And they'd be telling me, I received a great offer, and a lot of my close associates and family felt like I should have taken it. But the first stipulation was I had to have everything approved. I said, oh, no way, no dice, no dice. Yep, no dice. And they also wanted to choose the cases that I covered. And I said, no dice, no dice. Yes, Ms. Shona, stay independent. Honest and unbiased. You know, it speaks a lot when you see people from both sides. I say both, but there's more sides. And they're able to come in and have a decent discussion without it getting out of control. And you guys, I don't think you guys have to block as many people as you used to. So I think it's a great thing, you know. Because when China pull up, you won't be asking your neighbor, are you a Republican, Democrat? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying we can't touch those issues that affect the community. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying we need to think outside of our label that we hold on to. We all have these labels, you know. I'm Catholic. I'm Jewish. You know, I'm black. I'm white. I'm Jew. I'm Gentile. People want to die behind these brainwashing mechanisms, you know. Brainwashing is when somebody grabs a belief and they want to swallow it whole and die for it. And a lot of times these beliefs are not really accurate, but we don't research enough to know that it's inaccurate on top of that. So that's the tough part about it. I'm not trying to preach, but since we were on the subject, I said, well, Deborah, let me give my 2 cents. Right, Mashona?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were thrown back. I've spent my last few years in a Bible scholarship program. A lot of people don't realize that's really what I do. I debate. You know, that's what I have spent so many years doing. But a lot of people don't realize that before you could even give your opinion on Israel, which I have to be careful even mentioning that because I think that affects the algorithm. But you would have to try to understand within yourself, do you believe that the Israel today is the same Israel that's spoken about in the Bible? Are they the exact same people? You have to come to that conclusion before you could get into a real discussion, because the Israel in the Bible is tied to the promised land, and in many cases it's about land, right? Anyone that studies or know much about the Bible, Hebrew and Greek scriptures know in the origin of it, they were fighting over land. See? Nowadays people just buy land, you know what I mean? So. But anyway, that's not what we're here for, so I'll keep it light. Okay, let's see. Michonne says go ahead and give 4 cents. Okay, Gold Digger says yes. David's parents, okay, swatted. Also, recent video of Celeste getting into an argument with neighbors. Yeah, I saw that. About 4 months after she was reported missing. The real question is, when did she actually become deceased? You know, like when? Some try to say it happened recently, but then others make it seem like she was in the front of that Tesla for almost a year, like, you know. It's definitely a mystery. And the thing I was looking for when the house of the parents was raided, they did not mention that he was there, so a lot of people are trying to find out where is David. Well, I think this is going to be it for today. I don't think we're going to get much more out of this. Hold on, let me ask you. Okay, so according to the officer, there may be a community center conference. So there may be a news conference at 3 o'clock at the community center, folks. We'll try that. All right, let's see. So we're heading over to the community center, which is not far, just to see if there's really going to be a news conference at 3 o'clock with the mayor. And if that's the case, then that's how we'll wrap it up. It's been a long day. Definitely was not a planned part of the day, but things happen. She's from the New York Times. That reporter was from the New York Times. So this is the Bronx, people. Everyday life.
Yeah.
You got money? I don't got no money.
I got money. Voilà, let's go.
Okay, so here's the community center.
They said it came from the boiler that was under the ground. That's what they said it came from.
All right. I don't see any media set up.
I told him he's getting a good start.
Oh, I see people coming and going out of the building, so residents are going in and out of the building.
And this building.
Oh, okay. I guess they've, you see that? The residents are going in and out, so.
And then the other one. You see how that shit looks?
I'm coming right now. I'm going right now.
He's just not my sister. The fuck is you mad about? So my thing is, so she wants to stay with the I don't. So you're provided. She goes
Hey, sorry, I just saw your what you said the management office at 3. Is that still current? Okay. And then okay, come on. The residents here in the community center have gotten the information they need from you guys. Okay, perfect. So I will make my way to management office. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
They just had the meeting.
What?
They just had the meeting.
Yes, with the residents. That's right. That's crazy. They did it early, yeah. Okay. So he said they got all the information to do it, so.
My job here is done.
I'm going to go to the management office now
Excuse me, do you know if they're having another press conference?
I don't think there's any more press conference.
Yeah.
walk up. Once you go around this little scaffold right here, straight up.
Thank
then
you.
left to right. Okay.
Where's the management office?
Right there, connected to this building.
Sorry. Hey,
So you want to go to the home?
It's somewhere here.
Excuse me, is that all in one building? So does that mean that main building they can go back in or no?
Only the apartments, all the apartments except apartment
F and G are sections?
apartment numbers. So that's the,
Oh, okay.
that's this side corner.
Oh,
So
okay.
those two side corners can't go in. The rest of the building can go in.
Oh, okay, I see. Wow. All right, thank you. Okay, folks, so there you heard it first. F and G cannot go back to their apartments, but the rest of the building can. So I guess they've found it to be secure for most of the building. Just that far corner where the explosions were, F and D, they cannot go back. And there will not be another press conference, so that pretty much sums it up. So this is so confusing, man. Can you imagine?
Oh, you follow me?
This is no way, no way. So that's why we see all the people going back in now. So, okay. And you saw the guy from Con Edison say his work was done, so they're the gas company. Gas and electric. I was at the community center. That's why there was a lot of people around me. They thought there was going to be a press conference at 3 o'clock. Turns out there's no more press conferences. So that's it. So F and D, they're probably going to be displaced, or I guess she said they can go and get their stuff, but the rest of the building, now this is all alleged, not for anybody that's actually in the building. Anybody of that sort should go and get official knowledge from the environment, they live in. But just as the watchers, just looking in, that's basically the idea. And that's why we see so many residents going back into the building now. So that's it. Looks like they're back in business for the most part. But we covered it, folks. We did. We covered it.
No dead people, no injured people, but I thank God. But that was
Let's see if I can get some words out of a few of these individuals before we take off.
We're waiting for a meeting. They're going to have a meeting here at 3 o'clock.
Well, he thinks there's going to be a meeting. That's not going to be a meeting, brother.
How many people are going to be able to continue living in the area?
Okay, let me see here. So they're still expecting a meeting, but I don't think they're going to be a meeting. From what I understand, she said that
They can be both down wherever like okay.
Yeah.
Nobody has to come first.